everyone, this is Reynold, and I am going to explain a little bit about C Sharp, especially raster pages. I am not an specialist on this thing. I mean, not on web development because I know a lot of web development, but um, about this language itself, which is C Sharp. For the people who does not know what I'm talking about, I am talking about this language that is here, C sharp. You will say C sharp language. It is a programming language that is considerable like a low level language. Actually, this video won't take too long. I am just going to show you how I could accomplish this tutorial that is here. By the way, that this man deserves the 1,000 subscribe, well, the thousands likes over here. What I want to say is just as simple as this. You will see that when you have like a project here in Visual Studio, you will have, let me see, you will have this layout when you create the first project. I will put my camera for those who would like to see me, but I have to put myself like a shirt because I am with a flannel. I don't know if it is in English how to say that. Okay, there we go. Um, Let me show you my camera, and here we are. Um, what I'm going to show you is just like the beginning of the project because actually the project will be huger. It is uh, it is 4:36 p.m. and today is the last day to deliver this project in the platform that I have to deliver to. Actually, I could even send it like that if I was another person, but I am a very detail-oriented person. So I will put myself to try to make the most I could do. And when I mean the most, I am going to make a shopping website. But first, I want to show you how I could accomplish this in like 1 hour. To be honest, it was no more than 2 hours that I took to accomplish this whole website working, and it has like a DB connection in everything. It was incredible for me. I am surprised, to be honest. Um, but this is not like something that any one of you could not do. You could do it as well as I did it. So I will show you now how this is divided. So in the future, if someone needs to learn faster how C sharp works, you don't have to do what I did. I took like 7 or 8, a lot of days trying to figure out how C sharp, sorry, read the files, how it typified the things. For example, a list, how it typified it, how it showed it, how it worked, because it is all everything is object oriented programming here. The only thing that is not object oriented programming are things that are configured, that are part of the configuration of the web of the application. But even those things are also object oriented programming because they are functions that are being executed for your program to be working, to be able to work. So Now I will show you really, really fast how this is working from scratch, okay? First of all, I had to make a configuration here. I, I, did you see this here, this namespace? I, I made sure that the namespace was actually the namespace that I am going to use in the whole application. Why did I do that? Because on the tutorial, the namespace was different. The namespace was like people or something like that. But in my case, I want to make a shopping website. Okay. So after that, I make sure that I have the DB context. The DB context is something that I could accomplish by installing some extensions. I will show you now what extensions I am talking about. Entity framework. No, it is not this one. Okay, I will show you the ones that are installed. So it is going to be easier. I didn't know that I had this one installed. Interesting. Well, actually, it is the entity framework. Entity framework core. Oops, I hit escape. And here it does not appear because actually I had installed it before. But when you are starting to do it, you will have to install it. Why it is necessary? Well, the entity framework, until my knowledge has understood about it, is what will make your application um, to have like the connection with other type of packages. There are a lot of packages, but many of them are like uh, like coming out from the entity framework. That's why in the internet, the entity framework is known as EF. You look, for example, EF core apps, for example, and you will find a lot of applications with that framework. And here, for example, I can even show you EF, for example, I don't know, core packages. And you will see that it has a lot of packages that can be installed. Do you see, for example, those are packages for data for the database. Sorry, for the database. Because as I told you, it is what is going to give you like a connection to many things, to frameworks, to database, to packages manager, because the entity framework is like a framework to unite C# system with other platforms that are outside of the environment of C#. But at the end, C# allows you to do so because they know that you are not always going to use SQL Server, for example. You can use MySQL, Postgre, NoSQL, and all those things. Web forms. There's here web forms and all those things. Now I have explained you that. That's why it is important. Also, I have installed something else that was called Entity Framework Core in Memory. What does the in memory does? The in memory does is just like a like the database, but it allows the database to update the website in the memory. I mean, uh, in live action. Why it why do you need that program? Remember that C sharp is not like JavaScript or PHP. JavaScript and PHP are only or not only are most oriented to the web. But C sharp is the opposite. C sharp is very, very powerful, but to desktop. So at the end, if you need like reaction on the website, you need the entity framework for in memory. What it does it says to the application, hey, everything that I am going to do is going to be saved in memory as well. After that, we can use connections to to some database with some packages. For example, if we use the package of for example MySQL database, we should look for it like, look, this is here like the easiest way. Dot connect for MySQL. And here it explains how you could use, for example, MySQL, which is something that I will do after I send my signature uh, task. Why I will do it after? Because actually I will be experimenting with C sharp and all those things because I have discovered that I have like a weakness on that part. Why? Because I am a very complete developer, and to not, I mean, not having knowledge about this is going to make me is going to make me be seen for the enterprises like if I don't know. But actually, I know a lot. So I know I'm going to spend more time with C sharp as well as I did a lot of time ago with PHP. I know a lot of PHP. I could do what I did in 1 hour in PHP with a tutorial. I could do it in less than 1 hour with PHP. Me, myself, and nothing else. But okay, let's continue. If I if I continue explaining you, uh, the connections are until there. You won't need anything else. Now, what you need is just to configure the DB context. DB context is like a class that is used globally for the system, so that for it understand that it will have like a connection to a database or to a data source where it will save the data. It can be in memory or it can be in a database it as well. At the end, in memory is like a local database, but it's not a database. I will show you. Here is my DB context. That's an example of how it works. And actually, as you can see, it's very, very simple. I put in there user, people, and then I could get etc. and using memory. And using memory comes from the entity framework core, as you can see. If I haven't had installed that before, it won't be possible. Did you understand that? If I haven't had installed that before, it won't be possible. It comes uh, from the entity framework core. And also, if it has not come from it, it would show an error. And it also shown me an error before when I wrote it the first time, and it showed me an error, and I added this line over up here, and everything was correct. After I have the context, which is like the connection to the database, I have to go to the settings, and in here, if I have a database extra, which is not a local database like this one is like a simulated database. But if I had like a MySQL or SQL or SQLite database, in here I have to put the connection string. And in the DB context, I have to add the connection string. I have to add the configuration that will permit or allows the connection string to work like this database is doing. So at the end, it will be the same. It is just like four lines of code more. I won't do that because this program is very huge, and at the end, if the functionality is okay, is it is uh, it is okay. I mean, I know how to use a database. I know how to make relationships between that tables uh, between every row and how to make foreign keys and all those things. So if you know all those things, you don't need to go further. You just need to make the functionality as they request you to do to work at. And that's why this that tutorial helped me a lot. Okay, after that, that item here is going to be used later for me. You will see on another video tomorrow. You will see another video uh, of me completing the whole website. Okay, but I am not going to complete everything today. Why? Because the last program, I mean the last program is going to be that exactly that, to create a shop website, blah blah blah, and I have a lot of days to do that. And to be honest, if I go with if I do it with the Visual Studio, because I didn't want it to do I didn't want to do it with the Visual Studio, but I had to download it because because it was necessary for me to have like some things that that comes from default. For example, we just see here data annotations. To be honest, I could write that on brackets, for example, on brackets or Visual Studio Code, but it will take me a lot of time, and I would do it, but I realized that at the end, I needed Visual Studio, and the best part was that it just took like 2 gigabytes from my computer. I thought that I would need the the 20 gigabytes from the computer because there was a time that I was working with a group of people, blah, 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 and they told me that I needed that, but I realized that I needed only 2 gigabytes, and it's working. So okay, let's put this apart and let's go here. Look, this is the form. This form is not like a fancy form, but let me show you something. I will show you something just for you to have a little bit of fun. Okay? Let me see. Where was it? As you can see here, they explain the DB context that is necessary and all those things. But I will look here form management in C chart raster. You will see something. No, 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 it's not this. Okay, there you go. Here you will see that they have like a very fancy, and I say fancy because it's interesting. You will see they have an styled. Oh no, they don't have it here. It is in another place. They had a legend and everything. Let me see. Um, Website. I think that it's here. Okay, there we go. Look, I will copy some of these classes here. Why am I sure that they are gonna work? Well, actually, because that's something that comes from default on on C sharp or .NET. They use Bootstrap, and I will use like these classes that are here, and I will copy them, and also this one. Let me see, form group, and the form group, as you can see, has a call, a lot of things. Okay, I will put the ID like a random number. I could put a random number on the ID, but I don't have time to be honest to do that because I want you to do it to see it faster. Okay. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that until the moment. Okay. Actually, those inputs I hate them. I don't like how they look. Uh, because they are so plain, and actually I am a very um visual person, but I will leave it like that. And okay, there you go, me. Look, I was about to speak Spanish. This is an identifier that actually it has to come from the database, but I will leave it from the moment like that, just for you to see the workflow, the name, the age, and the username. Okay. And when I click on add, that will be added to a database. Okay. Let's see how it works. Okay. After this, let me see what else do you need to know. Do you see here this bar here, user? That's class. This class is necessary, as well as this one. Let me see. Do you see people? For example, people has a buying property, and it has a list, and it shows the list, and on here, people it adds the new user. What is a new user? The property that we bind. When we say bind, it is that we are taking something and we are saving it on it. If I erase this line here, actually the program is going to put an error here because that user needs that the binding the binding uh, functionality. I mean, if you're gonna bind something, you have to after that you have to declare what type of class is going to bind the properties that I am going to send. Okay, and that's it. Let's go and check this out. I hope that it doesn't show any error. Okay, it is charging. Okay, and it will pop up a navigator, with the website working if I don't have any error. There we go. Okay, if I go to users, I will put an identifier, for example, 2015 41 27. That's my student ID. My name is Reynold Manuel Rodriguez Ramirez. And the age is 28. And the username, let's put soy. No, let's put I am Reynold. And add, and there we go. There you have it. And we can add another one. For example, the identifier is going to be, I don't know, 99 3. And then we're going to put, for example, uh, I don't know, Leandra uh, Ulises. In here we're gonna put age, for example, 25, and the username is going to be Leandra. We're done. Ulises, that Ulises, and there we go. Add, and there we have it. So as you can see, as simple as that, we have made an application that adds users to a place. Uh, After this, I am going to create like the edit page, the erase page, and all those things. But all those things take time. Also, I will put a logo if I have time. But until today, I have finished what I have pending. Thanks, Lord. So, bye bye, and God bless you very much. Remember to pray and to read the Bible. Bye bye.